Well, there's an agreement that we have with the Kansas City Chiefs, and it's a three-part agreement with the Kansas City Chiefs, Mizzou, and the University of Kansas, and that goes through next season. And what we've said is we want to play. I mean, we want to play Kansas every year. There's no reason why we shouldn't. So if something would happen where they would choose not to play that game, then I think we'd have to take a look at what the issues would be. I haven't looked at the contract in the last couple of weeks, but actually I haven't looked at the contract for probably the last couple of years. But we need to, we'll analyze that. And, but again, I think with Kansas, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, because certainly they have decisions they have to make. But the thought that just because you don't compete in the same conference means you can't play each other every year, I mean, that just doesn't hold water. I mean, there's just Florida, Florida State, Georgia, Georgia Tech, Clemson, South Carolina. These are huge rivalries, huge in the country. Louisville, Kentucky. You know, I'm off the beaten path, but I want to come back. It was interesting. You know, Texas, Oklahoma. Everybody says, well, look at them. They've got a rivalry because they're in the same league. Yeah, for the last 15 years. But for the 80 years before that, they were never in the same conference. And they always play each other. It's just, you know, it's too important. And so, you know, our hope would be that the Kansas would want to play.
I just keep thinking about that relationship there. That at this point, you think they used to be getting more kickoff that we left, and that would increase the rivalry rather than decrease it.
Sure.
You know, from a fan perspective, the fans should be, you know, angry that it's supposedly separating at this point, and they should be. I would think that would increase the rivalry between the two schools if they beat them.
That makes sense. That it would. You know, but yeah, we'll wait to hear from them. Yeah.
Back in their stadium with the fine football team they've been putting on the field.
You know, I tell you no, and I don't know about I don't know there.
Playing Missouri because that one's going to be full.
I do know that the ticket sales at our game in Arrowhead this year are, I mean, they're struggling, and so our hope would be that, you know, they'll be able to pick that up a little bit. So, but you know, again, for us, whether it's soccer or volleyball, or I mean, it's just we're 2.5 hours away. We've been playing each other for over 100 years, and you know, I hope we have a chance to keep doing that. But I think though, if there was a rationale other than, if the rationale is, well, we're not in the same conference, so we don't. Well, I mean, again, there's just not a lot of data that would support that to say, well, absolutely, that's the right reason not to play. There's not data that supports that. So.